For some reason, the weird Steam overlay just refused to allow me to select a difficulty setting here. It was a bit oddballs, but whatever. Chain gun cannon off the very first Enforcer. Good. Let's try not to lose this segment. That being said, I'm actually at a pretty decent risk of losing said segment. Not that it matters, because there's just a chain gun cannon on the floor there, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Because this is kind of... I'm basically treating it as if I'm doing an actual segment. And this well could go up onto YouTube, who knows. But I'm actually doing a bit of testing on different sort of recording. I'm just sort of testing out different settings of recording, because the previous segment, despite being 20 minutes, was by and large the largest file of the LP so far. Slow stuttering, but it wasn't really stuttering, it was just me not coming up with words to say. But yeah, I had to run it through another converter in order to shrink the raw file size, because it was 1.5 gig raw, and so when I took that and put it through Camtasia, it came out at just over 880 megabytes, which is bullshit, even for a 20-minute video. Like, I had that 500 megabyte, or whatever the hell it was, for part 30, which was already freaking stupid enough as it is, but 500 megabytes is still, like, sort of... In general, 500 megabytes is fine for me to upload. It's not going to take absolutely too goddamn long. That, and I just sort of slept through the upload process anyway, so it didn't matter that much. But I just straight up refused to let a file that's 20 minutes long be over 800 megabytes in size. Like, I wanted to shrink it out, so I had to put it through another converter, used that as the sort of quote-unquote raw file, and the result ended up being 680 megabytes, which is a bit... It's still on the large side, but for a 20-minute segment, it makes slightly more sense. So I did not see any real reason to complain about that, so I just stuck with that, and it was fine. And I think there might have been a slight drop in video quality, if that. I also like how this dressing room has the star from the previous level in it, because they totally couldn't split a dime and make another, like, artwork, sprite, something for that, for some stupid reason. I don't really get it. This area is... I'm not even sure if you can actually get into this area. You might be able to blow this up. Let me actually have a look. Nope, can't blow it up. So that area just seems to be completely pointless, because I don't think any of those doors are openable. We want to go out here anyway, for a couple of reasons, because to establish where we are now, we are actually in London, in some weird theatre. I'm not entirely sure if this is modeled after something in real life, but over there is Big Ben, which I shot with a rocket in the previous segment to end it. And here we have the not TARDIS. It functions pretty much the same way as one, because you just go in here and it teleports you. I think there might have been a secret in that previous area that I missed, and I can't actually go back now because this is a one-way teleport. And to kick you in the pants even more, this is actually the hardest part of the level, because we have this just completely large area, okay? Yeah, I think it goes without saying that it's a pretty big area. We've got all that sort of shit that we need to deal with, and we've got a whole bunch of mini-bosses that we have to deal with as well, so let's just sort of go around there. Take out shit from long distance, because we're just the best with shotguns, apparently. Because we want that to happen. Oh shit, I set him off as well. Damn, I was gonna have like a massive lead up to that, but apparently he was in the correct position to be notice me there. In that case, allow me to introduce to you the mini cycloid. And he's just sort of in a wall for some reason. But yeah, we got mini cycloids to deal with as well. Okay, and oh fuck, just let's pretend that like that didn't happen. I keep getting my ass handed to me by those bosses. It's annoying, and it's not going to matter to me if this segment doesn't actually go up, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. In the meantime, though, I've got this courtyard area with a whole boatload of protozoids. You can jump over the fence here. While I'm here, the cycloid can't get to me, so I'm most certainly safe. And there's a bit of Devastator ammo around here as well. I just have to sort of keep my eye out on stuff like that. Thank you for your cleaning capabilities. It occurred to me while doing practice run for this level that the Protozoid Slimers are quite literally what would happen if you combined a face hugger with Yoda. So, if I'm going to give them any other sort of name aside from Protozoids, just to be stupid, I'd probably call them Yoda Hugs. I don't know. It's a very stupid name, but we'll try to roll with it. I don't expect that it will become a running joke anyway, so I don't think it'll matter. Oh, I got rid of that. I guess it takes splash damage from its own rockets, because it kind of just blew itself up a bit there. So, unlike the mini overlords, which did make some kind of appearance in the 64 port of this game, the mini cycloids are an entirely new addition to the game. I should also actually point out, in terms of like firsts, that while there were mini overlords in the 64 port, this is actually the first time they've ever been implemented into an official level. I think they might have appeared in another game of some variety, and I'm pretty sure they've existed in mods, because I think it was already in the coding for the game, but they were just never used. But this is the first time they've actually been used in anything that's been released official, at least in regards to the PC version of the game. So, one of each of the original 3 bosses in miniature mode that we get to deal with here. Already dealt with the 1 and the 3, and there goes number 2. Which is ironic because it shits all over the place. Okay, good. I'm thankful that I managed to just sneak my way out of that. Back the fuck up. It's gonna come in like that, and it's gonna make me run straight out there to get it. That's the annoying part, and it's managed to rip a chunk of health off of me. I like how I missed that thing with like 3 shotgun blasts. That is just not correct, game. God, that's bullshit. Okay, we got that out of the way. Can I just sort of snipe you out of existence with a pistol? Yeah, that works. Okay, I don't think there are any other boss creatures here. I think we took care of those. I'm actually surprised at how easily taken care of those boss creatures were. This level contains a fair amount of explosive ammo, and I've actually got a few Devastator rounds, which I'm hanging on to, because like with the previous level, there is actually a boss at the end of this one. So we want to conserve our Devastator ammo for when it will be glorious, I guess. So, I've also been kind of debating as to what this building is, and I've also been kind of debating as to whether that TARDIS has actually taken me back in time, or if it's just taken me somewhere else in the city of London. I did sort of come up with some kind of theory so it would actually make sense for it to be, like, take me back in time, because this could be, like, a time before the aliens even, like, right when the aliens started invading while Duke was still in space. And so you just sort of hear running around the place, like, preventing the alien invasion before you actually get there and find that the place has already been freaking ransacked. I'm pretty sure there are a few holes in it. I don't think it needs to be established that it's not the most perfect thing in all of existence, but yeah, there you go. Also, I forgot that I need to go in here. This is weird. It just teleports you to different copies of the room here, and the numbers tell you which rooms you end up going into. If you go to room 2, you're basically boned, so you need to go into room 3 here, because it will then take you into room 4, which has the red key. Access card. I keep fucking forgetting that. So, go in here. We have that to deal with. I guess I'm not entirely opposed to just taking a few hits from sentry drones like that. I'm not necessarily opposed to that, so there's that. Okay, just wanted to make sure it didn't turn me into a flat duke. Flat duke is an excellent word. Oh, hello. No. That was not correct in the slightest. No, we're not dealing with turrets. You sneaky bastard. Oh my god, stop getting the sneaky shots in on me. Stupid thing. So here we have a bit of secretception, because there's a secret, and then there is a secret within that secret. So there's 3 of the secrets, and okay, I actually know where the other 2 are. There was no reason to worry about going back to the starting area where I came from, because it was completely unnecessary. Piss off. Now, I believe there is at least 1 tank around this area that I have to deal with. Oh, it's not there. Is it in here? I'm pretty damn sure. There it is. No, I think of... Oh, hello. That's gotta hurt. I was not aware that they did that. Those are the same little frickin' explosive mortar bomb things that the Battle Lords shot at ya. I was not aware that they shot those. It also occurred to me how painstakingly close I was to tripping one of those bombs when I was fighting the boss at the end of the previous level. I actually looked back on it in the post-recording and found just how close I was to just completely blowing myself up and stepping on a mine and getting attacked by a tiger and blowing shit up at the same time, and finding out in the afterlife that my mortal enemy survived by using a Coke machine as cover. So, if you missed it there, some kind of bottle, I'm going to assume it's vodka, because, I mean, if it's England, then there's got to be some kind of James Bond reference somewhere. And we're not talking about 0069 or whatever the hell that stupid thing was in Duke Nukem 0 Hour. So, yeah, that was a bit of a thing, English flag. I just blew that all that up, and I think there were some donuts there as well, but it was probably meant to be something else. I don't think it was bagels, because bagels aren't exactly British. Just like, you're too fat to be Jewish. What all the bagels? You fat bastard, you fat bastard. God. It's been quite a while since I've seen anything of Brotown, but it's kind of stupid and hilarious at the same time. Last secret here is just that. And if there is any debate on what this area actually is, when we emerge from underwater here, let me just do that. It is decidedly not Buckingham Palace, but it's actually just Parliament House. And there is a full-sized Cycloid Emperor up there, who apparently is just too dumb to realize that I'm there. Like, I'm right here, I'm shooting a whole bunch of your, lackeys, and he's just sort of sitting there doing precisely dick. I wonder if I can, do that. God! Okay, they could afford to split a dime and make a new, like, model, like, sprite for the microphones, but they couldn't do that with shit like the can of soda in Area 51 and the star on top of the dressing room. And to make matters worse, this is actually really shitty because it's so fucking phallic. You can't tell me that that does not resemble a penis. Okay. So the idea with this is you basically want to use these pillars as cover and just sort of keep letting loose with your Devastator until such time as this guy is dead. You probably could be able to just sort of circle strafe. Well, it wouldn't be a very good move to circle strafe because you're all the way over there. And it's also annoying the shit out of me to no end that this thing is opening fire as soon as you come out from the covers. Oh, that was a close dodge. Come on. Are we done? Okay, you are done. I believe there's just a couple of assault commanders down there somewhere that remain to be dispatched. And once we're done with that, we will be done with the level. Fuck it, there's that much Devastator ammo. I'm just gonna frickin' annihilate the shit out of you right now. Yeah, there's a lot more missile ammo here than you know what to do with, especially if you know how to combat this thing. And like the big Overlord boss in the previous level, the corpse can be blown to pieces. And since I'm not going to get any more use out of my Devastator here, I might as well just blow everything else up while I'm at it. Hooray! Rest in peace, all of this juicy missile ammo that I'd love to take with me into the next level because of various reasons, but that's unfortunately not going to be the case whatsoever. So yeah, another long level. Who would have thought? It's kind of the gimmick with this episode.
Let's rock.
I don't know what those 3 missing enemies were, but I'm not going to give a shit about it. So, we're in Egypt now. We've sort of just given Europe the flick for now, and we are now just sort of here. So, next time, we're gonna go and hopefully pay a Tem a visit or some shit. I don't know. There's not gonna be any pharaohs or anything like that here. It's basically just themed off of some weird theory. I'll go in more depth about it next time. I don't want this segment to be too long, even though it's long and it's all shit. I will see you next time.